everybody. Guess where I am again today? In my mommy's kitchen. Mommy, what are you doing over there?
I'm getting the pecans ready for the Toffee Bars.
Ooh, we're making Toffee Bars. Look at this. Here's the Toffee Bar. Look at these old recipes she has. They're so cool. These old yellow cards. Is there anything on the back? Lemon squares. Ooh, we got to make those someday too. But Toffee Bars are on the menu today. Hi, Mom.
Hi. Welcome to my kitchen, to my PlayStation.
Yay.
I'm so glad you could be with us today. We're going to be making Toffee Bars, and the story about the Toffee Bars, I don't know, I got the recipe maybe over 50 years ago when my husband was in medical school, and all the wives were given the recipe to make for a party we were having. And then, not so long ago, I served him at a party at my house, and there was a good friend of mine here, and I won't mention names, but Richard knows who he was, and he saw those Toffee Bars, and I think tears start welling up in his eyes, and I thought, oh my goodness, why are these Toffee Bars? What's he thinking? And he said it reminded him of when he was a young boy and his mom made them for him. So whenever he has a special occasion, I make him the Toffee Bars.
But he still is only 5 years old.
He's only 5 years old. He pretends to be 5 years old, and we call him Little Richie.
Little Richie.
So let's see how they come out today. I know they aren't exactly like his mom's. He said the only difference was his mom cut them in diamond shapes, and I just don't know how to do that. So I just cut bars, but it tastes the same, he said. So.
Oh, we'll go. Maybe we'll cut some diamonds today in honor of little Richie.
Yeah, and I got to get my merch on, so I'm not sure which one to wear today.
Which apron should she wear?
I have a black one.
Let's see.
I have a blue one. I have a red one. So what do you think? What do you think goes with what I'm wearing today?
Maybe the black one.
Here's a red one, a blue one, I mean, and here's the red one.
Ooh, so cool. Oh,
made by the famous Stan the Man from Phoenix One, and he makes all kinds of amazing things. And
yeah,
he's made these specially for me. So you think the black one?
Yep, I think the black one.
Okay, let's put this merch in. Okay. Here we go. And Toffee Bars are really, really easy to make. It only takes 4 ingredients. It goes quick. And I'm going to show you all the tricks how to make them.
Alrighty, alrighty. Oh, you got your black apron on. You ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll. So we need a ½ pound of butter, the room temperature butter. And to get it to room temperature, leave it out for about 30 minutes and you'll have it the right softness, depending on how cold or hot your room is, but 30 minutes should give it room temperature. So a ½ pound is 2 sticks of butter, because each stick is a ¼ pound, as we all know.
And what are we using? Your Bosch with the
whips.
The whips on them. The whiskey whipsies. Excellent.
And
What's so funny?
we're gonna add
There's some joke going on. I don't know what it is.
1 cup of brown sugar.
Okay. Brown sugar.
Okay,
Mom, brown sugar. Where's the brown sugar?
Here's my brown sugar. So we're going to do 1 packed cup. So you want it solid packed. You don't have to weigh it. It's light brown sugar. 1 cup. Just put that in there. And we're going to beat that up. And then we're going to add 1 egg yolk. So I'm going to beat this up.
We're just mixing for a minute or two until nice and creamy.
Nice and creamy. And we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Right here.
That's your imitation vanilla?
That's my imitation vanilla.
Because we're baking it.
Because we're baking it, and it doesn't make that much difference in Toffee Bars. Okay, a teaspoon of vanilla. scrape the sides with my, this is a wonderful scraper. It's got a little, it's sturdy enough to clean out jars and everything, and it's a little indentation, so it almost acts like a spoon. It's a great spatula, one of the best ones I've ever used. Okay, I'm going to scrape the sides a little bit and make sure we get this all mixed in, and then we're going to add 2 cups of flour. That's it. Then we're going to spread it on a 10 by 15 small cookie sheet. That's considered a small cookie sheet. 10 by 15. And we're going to bake it at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now you don't want to underbake it, because if you underbake it, you want it to be crunchy and crispy like toffee, because they're Toffee Bars, right? So you want to make sure the whole thing is golden. So I'm going to show it to you maybe at about the 20-minute mark, how it looks different than it would look at the 25-minute mark. Okay, take these off. Don't have to grease the pan at all, because we have a ½ pound of butter in there. So it'll come right out after we bake it. When we cut it up, you'll see. And take your nice clean hands. You don't want to forget anything here. All this goodness. And we're going to spread it out. Wait, I've got another little piece of goodness. Okay.
Don't forget any of that goodness.
Well, I've got Stacy here. I guess she can always lick off some of the goodness.
That's
right?
true.
Okay.
This is true.
Don't forget what?
Any of the goodness.
Okay. So we're just going to spread it out and make it as even as we can in the pan. This is the only part that's a little bit of work, but I call it play because it's fun. It's, you know, it's just fun. You could use your palm, and you want to get it all the ways in the corners.
It was getting a little sticky, so she's flouring her hands just a little bit.
Just flour your hands,
And then
and it makes it, you can get it more so it doesn't stick if it's sticky.
yeah, so get it into
You
all
want
the
to get it
corners.
as even as you can. You want to get it in the corners. And then after it bakes for the 20-25 minutes, we take it out and we're going to put chocolate chips on it. Or you can use a giant Hershey bar, and the heat of the toffee squares, the toffee bars will melt the Hershey bar. And so then you can spread it and then sprinkle the nuts on top. I'll show you how to do that when we get it out of the oven. So I've got the oven preheating now to 350. So this is the only kind of a time-consuming thing, but it's very fun. It's very therapeutic. You just sit here and play with it, you know, just kind of make a lot of noise and play music, you know. There we go. So that little bit of dough makes a whole lot of Toffee Bars. You saw it wasn't very much dough at all. Okay.
Looking good.
Okay. There we go. Now it's ready to put in the oven. How does that look? Pretty good to you?
It looks raw.
It looks raw,
It's gonna look.
but it's a sweet dough, even if I'm sure you had a little bit left over in the bowl.
It is sweet. I took a little licky lick from the bowl. Don't tell anyone. All right.
25 minutes, you want it all evenly golden brown.
All right,
Put it
into
in
the oven it
350,
goes.
Right in the middle.
Very good.
There we go. And we're going to time it and we'll be back.
All righty, all righty.
So let's take a look at this. It's not quite 25 minutes. So it could be a little browner like the way it is here.
Okay.
We want this to be a little darker, otherwise it won't be as crispy. So I'm going to put it back in for about 2 minutes.
All right.
You want it to be nice and even. Right before we take this out of the oven, it looks like it's getting close to the right shade. I'm gonna chop up the pecans that are gonna go on top of the chocolate. So this just takes a second.
How many nuts do you
I
think
have
you
about
used?
a cup of pecans in there.
A cup?
About a cup, and that's
Okay.
about how you want it chopped up.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So I'm going to take this out of the oven now. Let's take a look at it. Looks much better. It's evenly browned.
yeah,
darker,
doesn't
right?
look raw anymore.
No, looks good. And it's starting to come away from the edges a little bit, so you know it's done. I'm going to turn the oven off. And I'm going to add a cup of chocolate chips on top here. And as the chocolate chips heat, they're going to melt from the heat of the Toffee Bars, and we can spread it out, and then we'll sprinkle the chips on. And what you have to remember
The nuts.
is to cut it while it's warm. Unless you like irregular shapes, you can let it cool, then just break it like you would toffee, and you'll have irregular shapes. If you
Okay.
wait until it cools, it's just going to crack, and you won't get nice squares or bars or however you decide to cut it. Maybe even diamonds for Richard.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll let that sit and take about a minute. You'll see the chocolate starting to melt as it gets hot. Another minute or two, and then I'll spread it. And you'll see how I do that. Okay.
Okay. You
All
ready
right,
to spread?
I'm ready to spread. See how they were all melted? It took about a minute. Just take a spatula or anything that you have. I just happen to have this. And just spread it out.
That's easy. Look at that.
Real easy. And if you don't have chocolate chips and you prefer, this is semi-sweet chocolate chips, so if you prefer it sweeter, you can use the milk chocolate Hershey bar. Just one giant Hershey bar will cover this whole thing, or 2 or 3 small bars. And that's it. Okay. We
Okay.
have it all over. Get it all over, all that goodness. You like the corner ones. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle it with the nuts, and then we're going to cut it. So here's our nuts. I'm going to sprinkle it. Just like that. And it'll stick to the nice soft chocolate. So this was about a cup, and I think a cup is pretty good. Covers it pretty well.
Yeah. I'm getting
Okay.
excited. It's almost tasting time.
Right. And don't forget, we have to cut it right away before it cools. So I'm just going to shake it, make sure they all stick to that chocolate. And you can pat it down a little bit if you like, so it doesn't disappear.
All right.
Okay. Now I'm going to get a knife, and we're going to cut them. So when it's soft, it cuts easily. I can't tell you how many it makes, because you might make them bigger or smaller, but I'm going to make I can make squares or bars, or I could try to make triangles or diamonds for Richard. Okay, Richard? Here we go. Let's see if I can do it like your mama did. Okay, here we go, like this, I think.
Oh, yeah, there's a diamond.
There we go, I've got
She's
some diamonds
doing it.
for you.
She's doing it.
And this will come right out of the cookie sheet because we didn't grease it, but like I say, there's enough butter in it. There's a 1/2 pound of butter in this recipe.
Oh, Richard, I'll bring you some later.
Okay, he'll be very happy.
Yeah. Ooh.
See, it's already crispy. There's one to taste, Stacy, but it's pretty hot. Don't burn yourself.
Are you gonna taste one
I
too?
tasted the chocolate.
Oh my God, look at that.
That doesn't have any nut on it though. But here's another
Not
one.
many nuts, that's okay.
So when it cools, it's a little bit soft now, but as soon as it cools, they're gonna get really, really crispy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
Cheers, I can't see. Oh, yum. I've never had them warm. That's really yummy warm.
Easy, simple. If you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up.
Oh,
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to make them. Don't forget to eat them. Pass them out. Thanks for joining us.
thanks for watching.
Guess who loves you? I do.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day eating toffee bars and chocolate off your fingers.